Good afternoon, everyone.
Maybe HD is the Antichrist? Probably. Nintendo will probably make them to the Antichrist. Like and subscribe.
Logan Roy, Jamie Spears, Firelord Ozone.
Let me drink some water, dude. I'm so sick.
Are they gonna? He drops a bomb on us. Melee HD is coming. Oh my god!
Oh my god. I remember that. That was crazy. I was like,
The concept of a modern Melee port or remake is one of the community's most controversial topics. Problem is, no one can agree on the best way to do it. But with the announcement of a real Nintendo-supported circuit for Ultimate and Melee...
finally, oh my god.
I think it's time to revisit this debate once and for all.
I hate Melee.
But
Just kidding.
loves the
Dude, it's just, I think it's just so crazy how, like, you have to be so dedicated to be such a top player at this game. It's so hard. This game is so hard, but it's so fun, and it breaks your hands, just like how it broke my hand, I guess. Dude, I'm gonna have arthritis when I'm like 25 or something.
The most. It's probably nothing. The last satanic prophecy said your favorite players were actually terrible people. Today we're going to be looking at all the possibilities to finally determine the ideal Melee HD. I've broken down all the important facets of the game.
Bro, Melee HD will never happen, and I actually hope it never does. Not gonna lie.
Explore each of them to figure out what
you know why? Nintendo will ruin
First,
Melee
the
HD.
character roster. At the time, 26 was a lot of characters, even if like 5 of them were second-rate clones. Still,
Bro, Falco was
with
sick though.
having a staggering
My
89
man.
characters, it's kind of hard to go back to less than 3 times that amount. And certainly, there's some Nintendo fans out there who would lose their shit if they can't play Lucario. So, what if Melee
God.
added some new characters? We already have a
Dude, I think it's so crazy that we have Diddy Kong, Wolf, and Charizard in Melee. The Arcania build, dude. That is crazy. I want to play Melee with someone. Like, with Diddy Kong. I want to beat their ass with Diddy Kong.
The concept with the Wolf mod, which was received.
Oh, he's so hot. And hunk.
Perhaps there's a
What a
lot
hunk
of
look.
modern Smash fighters that would feel at home in Melee's warm, inescapable, chain-grabbing arms. Hell, why not make the legendary room
Oh,
a reality
yes.
and suck?
Make that a reality.
Can't be happy.
Oh, never mind. Never mind, I forgot.
Can't be right.
Don't do this anymore, please.
How long?
Yeah, maybe don't do that. Back in 2000,
Just remove that.
Bobby Scar infamously ranted about Jigglypuff, calling her a cheap gimmick, among many other.
Jigglypuff cries when you hit her, friggin' bitch.
Dude, when it comes to Jigglypuff, I'm gonna defend Puff mains, dude, because Puff mains, dude, they struggle hard, dude. Like, when I play Puff, like I think Puff is actually kind of fun to play as because people are so bad on Slippy, dude. No one, dude, every Fox player I encounter is so scared, dude. They don't know how to fight against Puff. Luckily for me, when I was growing up in the Melee community, I had a Jigglypuff practice partner. I was a Falco, and I know what to do against Puff. And when I play as Puff and I play these Falcos, dude, these Falcos don't know what to do. They don't know any setups, nothing like that. I feel like a lot of Falcos don't even know like how to play against Puff. And I'm like, bro, if you ever see me fight against H-Box, dude, if I fight H-Box in the tournament, in the Ludwig tournament, bro, you guys are all gonna see what I can do against Puff, dude. You guys are all gonna see what Falco can do against Puff.
Colorful things, and regardless of whether or not.
Yeah, I'm calling you out, H-Box. You're still, dude, you still have me blocked on Twitter. You're gonna block me one day because I want to show you how good I am.
You want a burger with a side of meters and one-hit KOs. Any new character added to a Melee HD is guaranteed to shake things up. Maybe in a good way.
But if it's against a Sheik, I'm gonna lose.
maybe not. So, in the ideal Melee
I hate
HD,
Sheik.
the character roster must remain as is. Okay, so if the characters are going to stay the same, what about their movesets or frame data? This is a great opportunity to finally balance the cast after 20 years without patches. Maybe Bowser can stop eating glue, or Fox's insane up smash can be weakened, or maybe Marth's down air can be
Dude, that's what
switched to a
Nintendo's gonna
linear
do, dude.
instead of a spike. Yeah, Melee does have one balanced
No.
patch, the PAL version, which was released half a year after NTSC.
Then everyone converted it to
But despite
NTSC.
that, we still use the original version, even in Europe these days. That's probably because America is the dominant region, and if there's one thing we hate more than change, it's admitting we got it wrong. Still though, there's
Isn't it crazy how we technically patched the game too? Because with UCF and like Yeah, UCF. I feel like UCF literally fixed so many problems that we had back when I first started. Dude, I feel so old just saying that. Back when I first started, dude, we had no UCF. It was back in 2014. We had no UCF. Every time I played Melee, you know, as Falco, like I always felt like I was like there was something like that was holding me back. Right when UCF came out, boom, I exploded, dude. I went up the rankings like easily because I could actually do the things that I wanted to do. With Dashback, it helped me so much, like actually, you know, do stuff and like, and now with like shield drops and like it makes it so much easier. Like my potential was like, you know, it skyrocketed, I guess. But I mean, honestly, I still feel like if I were to practice, I would definitely rise up the ranks even more. I just have to dedicate more time, but it's not really my thing anymore. I like streaming better.
Arguments to be made over whether or not Sheik's worst nightmare is better for the game, and that's with Nintendo doing the balancing. For a community which, after 2 decades, still can't agree on the best character, I start to doubt if there are any objectively good changes to be made. And if there are, how do we know? People used to think Puff was terrible and a balanced path
True.
wasn't
Look at Yoshi, dude.
Even
You see how
in the
Yoshi
anarchistic
climbed up the ranks
dystopia
too?
Where we get to make the changes, who could be
Arms,
trusted
dude.
to make the right call? Not you, not me, not even Practical Tass, and definitely not Leffen. Melee has so much going on underneath its skin, it's impossible to know what's good until it's presented spread eagle at a top 8. And all of this is before considering starting to fuck with the physics engine. So, at the expense of getting to play Kirby unironically, the balance will also...
I love playing Kirby in Melee, dude. Kirby's so sick. We had Triple R, dude. Triple R was sick, dude. I love Triple R. He beat my ass a lot of times. Not gonna lie. He was actually good. That's why he was like top 3 in the state for like 3 years, 4 years. I don't know.
Genesis Grand Finals on Smashville with all the hype that comes from a single acoustic guitar. You know, even though Ultimate has a plethora of potentially legal stages, most tournaments only use less than 10 of them. If Melee had all of Ultimate's stages, would they even be used? If Ultimate players are allergic to fun, Melee players would go into anaphylactic shock at the thought of playing on WarioWare. We could also explore custom stages. Mods have already paved the way, but we run into the same problem we had before. Who would make the stages? Who would approve them? Can we trust the modders to be unbiased, or would the Fox Illuminati put the platforms just barely out of Marth's up-tilt range? In a world where some people think Final Destination should be banned, there's some comfort that comes with being forced to deal with a little jank. Sure, Mute City had to go, but if you get rolled out on the grass transformation...
No, dude, Leffen, you're trash for that.
How
do you fall for that?
Online play.
Just like a beat or shine stall or die.
Set the gold standard.
Just like how you did.
Fighting games. It would be a dream come true to have online as good as Slippy in a Melee remake. It would also be a dream come true to eradicate unranked Falcos, but here we are. Even if there was solid net code, Nintendo's online infrastructure is about as dated as the documentary's vocabulary. And I'm not about to pay $30 for
dude, Nintendo, you're so trash with online.
And it would. We'd cause a divide between Wi-Fi warriors on a Nintendo console and divas with trench coats full of controllers.
Dude, I'm so glad Fizzy came and saved the Melee when COVID first started. It's so crazy how Fizzy just changed Melee. He changed Melee. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy, man. He changed how people got good so fast. Like the SDI down meta started. That's when I first started hating the game even more, because everyone just DI'd down, dude. Everyone DI'd down. Like that's all everyone did, and I get triggered because people like just DI, like they just DI down. I get triggered because I want people to DI a different way. I'm not talking about like I'm not getting mad that I can't kill these people because they're SDIing down. What I mean is like I'm getting mad because that's a habit of theirs and they have to learn to DI different ways, so I won't have to kill them easier. You know what I mean? And like it's a habit in the end because they keep doing that.
Still playing on.
I'm like, bro, stop DIing down.
So it would be best to not have any.
I'm like doing it. Smash, you're DIing down. I mean, I guess it makes sense if like DI down, but also you can like DI a different way.
Puts lag switches or down smashing peaches. And when they're ready to take off the training wheels, they can do it the old-fashioned way, next to a sweaty nerd with AoE stench tactics. Finally, let's talk about single-player content. What could be wrong with adding new modes that never get played anyway?
Oh, event matches
Well,
are so sick. I love event
single-player
matches. Oh,
content
event matches
has
are so
been
fire.
lacking in Smash since Brawl. Even Ultimate's World of Light is just event mode with a map. There's a
True.
lot of charm to Melee's adventure mode. Despite
That's what sucks about the new Smash Bros, dude. The new Smash Bros games, dude, they're not the same as Melee. Melee had this I don't know, it's like a little charm. There's something so unique about Melee. It's so good. Event matches, adventure mode, classic mode. Dude, I love it. I love the event matches in Melee, dude. They're just so good. They're so good. Break the targets, dude. Smash Ultimate didn't even have their story mode is not something like Subspace Emissary, which is sick, right? And I feel like Subspace Emissary, I feel like there was something missing with Subspace Emissary. It just felt like it was it didn't make, I don't know, dude. It didn't make sense, I guess. I don't know. There's something. It's like the pace. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But I just felt like there was something missing with Subspace Emissary. But it was cool having all these characters meet up for the first time and introducing them with King DDD, you know what I mean? And the Luigi, Luigi. Dude, I'm exhausted, man. My voice is exhausted. You can hear it. You can hear it, dude. I'm sick.
being horrendously unfinished. And I fear what would happen if Nintendo tried to revamp it. There's a non-zero chance it'll be 10 rounds of Smash Tour with CPUs, and that's just sad.
I thought Smash Tour was sick.
Player will also stay the same.
Uh-oh. Here comes Satan.
That's not supposed to happen. Oh, I made a pentagram. Okay, hang on, I read about this. Okay. Book of Jason 5:34, and the Lord said, "For the Volpine, my most faithful servant, I bestow unto you the gift of nasty schmoove." That's not it.
What?
Okay. Book of Salt 12:9.
Wow.
Beware the false prophet who comes to the kingdom of Melee offering fruit of poison for your firstborn. I'm putting up Melee as a sacrificial lamb, but what will come in its place is not the second coming, but a plague. No matter how you shape it, take away the new features, forget about updated graphics, even just a straight up port of Melee will bring about the apocalypse. Perfection does not exist, and to seek it is to deny the truth. With a Melee HD, something will be wrong. New players will turn to it while old players reject it. Big tournaments will be forced to use the new version, but no one's going to show up because it won't have UCF. Modders will
True. I would not show up if it had no UCF,
single
dude.
button wave dashes, the other with
Say
Meta Knight.
bye-bye.
Suddenly, Vanilla Melee is as vanilla as furry incest, and Nintendo's iron grip will rip apart the scene from the inside out.
Dang, I think he has a demon inside him.
You know, we're lucky that Brawl was such a departure from Melee. If it was even a little like what the community wanted in 2008, Melee would have been left behind.
True,
It would end
which
up
is
like the Street
crazy
Fighter
and sad.
community with even worse support. Melee is a game which, despite its flaws, still manages to provide endless depth just the way it is. Anything that fucks with Melee's core turns it into something that isn't Melee. Nintendo has been nothing short of horrible to us, but with that neglect comes a freedom enjoyed by few. We don't have to play the newest game. We don't have to put up with Nintendo Switch Online.
Dude, Melee ruined everything for me, dude. Especially for video games, dude. Melee ruined video games for me. It's crazy. It's sad. Dude, no other game is as addicting as Melee. Oh my
You can
god.
just play Melee. Despite
And I hate
years
it.
of cease and desist, broken
Oh my
promises, and
God.
Splatoon ads, it's ironic, but perhaps the worst thing Nintendo
I
could
hate
do
Splatoon
is
so
give us
much, dude.
exactly what we want.
I hate the music, dude. Success. I love Melee, dude.
Glad that's settled. We can finally put this behind us and never talk about making changes to Melee ever again.
Oh yeah, the box and stuff. Oh my god. That was a good video. I like it. I'm definitely gonna give it a like. Like it, everyone. Watch it.